There comes a time in a man's life when he decides who he wants to be and how Freemasonry and the Scottish Rite fit into his life. I'm Stan Dodd with the Southern Jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite. We believe the Brotherhood of Freemasonry offers many levels of knowledge to help with life's tough decisions, along with a vast social network of friendship and support. Dr. Richard Draper has had a great life, and as you will hear, it was the guidance of Freemasonry, and particularly Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, that helped him make some of his life's greatest decisions. As the story begins, Dr. Draper tells of his discussions with Clarence, a Freemason. Their friendship launched the young Richard Draper on his Masonic journey.
I was consumed with this desire to want to do something with my life, but I wasn't working smart. I was expending a lot of energy. I wasn't really getting where I wanted to go. I thought how I needed to. A lot of starts and stops, but I was getting there positively, but I thought there's got to be a better way. And in talking with him, he was able to, we became very good friends, and I had noticed that he had a Blue Lodge ring on, and I knew my dad and my grandfather had been Masons, and but my dad had never talked about it, of course, which you don't. You know, he had just lived his life according to Masonic principles, and started to intrigue me. I became a Blue Lodge Mason at Lodge 38 in Norman, Oklahoma. I was a senior in college then at University of Oklahoma. I began my work there in Norman and was raised. In fact, my dad raised me. And we subsequently raised my brother. I was in graduate school, was completing a master's degree in Kansas City at UMKC, and had gotten into medical school. One of the questions that they ask you in the interview process is whether or not you can afford it. And if you can't afford it, they'll find somebody else that can. I was within 2 weeks of starting classes, and the medical school was very clear about their message. They said that if you don't pay your tuition, you don't start. So I was kind of in a quandary. I didn't really know what to do. My dad was hundreds of miles away. I didn't really know many people in Kansas City because I worked and was going to school, and I had a young family, a child, and was driving around town, and something compelled me to stop at the Scottish